My child, pause whatever you're doing. This Easter is not just another holiday on your calendar, but the very moment heaven itself has been waiting for you to arrive. In the next few minutes, I will unveil the divine turning point etched into the blueprint of your life before time began. A revelation so powerful it will shatter every barrier that's held you back. Angels stir at my command. Rivers of grace are beginning to flow, and unseen doors are trembling on their hinges, ready to open only for you. Stay with me to the end, for what I am about to speak will awaken dreams you thought were dead, break chains you believed unbreakable, and set your soul ablaze with the resurrection power I've promised. Miss this, and you'll risk letting this divinely appointed moment slip through your fingers forever. This moment is not something you stumbled upon by chance, nor is it the result of your efforts or fortune. It is something I engraved into the blueprint of your life. Every second you have lived, every trial you have endured, every silent tear shed in the stillness of long nights, all have brought you to this moment, to this significant turning point I'm about to reveal. You are not reading these words by accident. I have orchestrated this. I have used every winding path, every seemingly backward step to lead you here to this divine threshold, where I will unveil what your heart has longed for. And now, as I speak to you, do not think these are mere quiet thoughts or fleeting feelings in your heart. No, my beloved. Every word I speak carries the power to bring the unseen into reality. Every echo from my heart is a command that resonates across the heavens. When I speak, eternity shifts. In this very moment, the heavenly realms are stirring. Angels are being sent forth, and rivers of grace are beginning to flow, bringing every promise I have made to you to its appointed fulfillment. Do you realize this, my child? Every vision I have placed in your heart, from the faint flickers of dreams you barely dared to acknowledge to the hopes you believed were lost, not one has slipped from my grasp. Not a single seed I've sown into your life lacks the power to bloom in the time I have ordained. And now, as Easter unfolds, not just as a season to celebrate my son's resurrection, but as a time to awaken the resurrection within your soul, I am shifting the heavens on your behalf. You may not see it, but countless things are moving in the spiritual realm. Doors that once stood silent are beginning to tremble. Barriers that held you back are cracking open. Walls of delay and denial are breaking down because my hand is at work behind the unseen veil. My child, this season you will experience moments so gentle, so fleeting, like a breeze brushing your cheek. But do not dismiss them. These are my touches. Moments when your heart stirs for no reason, when you walk through the noise of the city and your soul suddenly grows silent, sensing a sweet yet sovereign presence surrounding you. These are signs. These are whispers from eternity touching the temporal. These are confirmations that I am near. You will feel me in the gentle warmth of a sunset that holds your gaze longer than usual. You will recognize me in an old song that pierces deep into your soul. You will see me in what seem like random encounters, but none are accidental, for I arranged them long before you prayed. In all these things, your soul will know beyond doubt that I am walking with you, step by step, heartbeat by heartbeat, breath by breath. But my beloved child, to recognize this, your heart must remain attuned, not in tension or worry, but in peaceful attentiveness. Learn to slow your inner pace so you do not miss the sacred moments hidden amid the noise and haste. I am not hiding from you, but sometimes you move too fast to pause and see. I am always speaking, yet sometimes your mind is too restless to truly listen. In this season, I invite you to enter a new frequency, a realm where you live not only by what you see or hear, but by the deep perception of faith. For I am the one found not only in mighty wonders, but also dwelling within the stillest moments. I am not just the God of thunder and consuming fire, but also the one who draws near like a gentle whisper. And this is how I choose to come to you now, because I long for you to know that intimacy with me is the foundation for every transformation in your life. Before I lift you up before others, I desire you in the secret place. Before I open wide the doors of destiny, I want your hand firmly in mine. Before things manifest outwardly, I want your inner being filled to overflowing. It is from that overflow that I will move. You will begin to see divine connections unfolding. Doors once sealed will open effortlessly, not by your striving, but because my favor leads the way. The storms inside your heart will calm, not because problems vanish, but because your soul is anchored in me. You will marvel as old dreams come alive, not to torment, but to fulfill. Those who once turned away will return, not to repeat the past, but to witness the new thing I am doing in you. My child, remember this. My presence births true miracles, not your efforts, not human wisdom, but me. When I enter, everything changes. This season, I am not just stepping into your circumstances, I am stepping deeper into you to transform you first. For when you change, you carry change wherever you go. I want you to be a living stream of heaven on earth. I desire every word you speak to be fragrant with hope, every touch from you to bridge broken souls to me. I long to mark you as one bearing the imprint of resurrection, not just a witness of new life, but one who walks in it daily. This Easter is a divinely appointed moment, a time I have waited for to meet you in a new, living, and deeper way than ever before. This sacred appointment was placed in your life's timeline long before you knew me, before your first prayer, even before the years that felt aimless and weary. Now, every step you've taken, even the slow and stumbling ones, has led to this convergence where I will meet you in fullness and glory. It will not be just another ordinary day, nor a moment recycled year after year. This moment will be so sacred, it will feel as if time stands still. The veil between seen and unseen will grow so thin, your soul will tangibly feel my presence surrounding you like a soft yet powerful cloak. You will not need others to confirm it's real. Your heart will whisper in the silence, "You are here." It will not be dazzling lights or thunderous voices revealing me, but a gentle peace flooding your heart, a vibration words cannot describe, a silent wave awakening dormant parts of your soul. You will feel your heart stir in a strange, holy way, not from emotional excitement, but from a collision with heaven. Then you will know you stand exactly where you were meant to be, in the appointed time, right in the center of my perfect will. I do not choose only the perfect to encounter me in extraordinary ways. I choose those who seek me sincerely, with eyes longing to see the light, with ears attuned amidst the world's noise. And you, yes, you are one of them. You have walked through many seasons doubting if the promises spoken still hold true. You have questioned why my words have not come to pass. But now, let your heart know this: I have never forgotten. The words I spoke still echo through eternity, and this season is when I desire to bring them alive. You may feel unready, not holy or strong enough to be chosen for something great, but I love most tenderly those who feel weak. In the brokenhearted, I lay a new foundation. This Easter, I do not come to demand but to give, to restore what you thought lost, add what you never dreamed, renew who you are. When I draw near, you will not need words or rituals, only an open heart and a simple whisper. Lord, I am here. I will wrap you in my sweet presence, enough to heal old wounds, rescue you from delay, restore faltering faith. My love will not pressure you to change instantly, but will surround you until you long to be made new. Not from fear, but because you have tasted true life's beauty. The joy you feel then will not come from outside or depend on circumstances. It is a divine joy born from deep harmony between your soul and the one who created it. a silent symphony reawakened after slumber. The song within you will rise again, whispering, "You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You walk in step with your Creator." That realization will mark a turning point, a day you never forget. Not for what happened around you, but for what was made new inside you. I know you've waited through seasons where nothing changed, years passed with a heavy heart. But this time, you will not walk away empty. This time, you will not just hear about resurrection, but experience its power in your spirit, soul, and body. What has died in you will live. Forgotten dreams remembered, closed parts of your heart opened. You will walk forward with new light in your eyes, laughter on your lips, and strength in your steps like never before. My beloved, prepare your heart for this divine appointment. Ready yourself as one would prepare a home for an honored guest, not with fear but anticipation. Do not let this season pass unnoticed. Do not let life's worries blur the eternal. Make time for me. Be still amidst the rush. Open Scripture not just to read, but to hear my voice. Pray not only to ask, but to simply be with me. What I am about to do is not a fleeting moment, but a divine realignment, a holy shift in your life's journey. I am preparing a revelation for you, not only to see me, but to see yourself clearly in my light. I will open your eyes so you understand your destiny and why past years felt barren. All was preparation. Now in this resurrection season, I will do what no one, including you, could have expected. For I am the one who makes all things new, and what I promise, I have the power and authority to fulfill. Come forth, my beloved. Keep your heart wide open. A divine appointment approaches. When it comes, you will not be the same. You will emerge fully restored in faith, vision, love, and calling. You will know beyond doubt this is no ordinary season, but a season of encounter that changes everything. In that sacred place, everything will begin again, just as I intended. My beloved, in every moment you live in this turbulent world, there is an invisible battle, not just for your time and energy, but for your heart and soul. Seemingly harmless distractions, everyday busyness, subtle pressures, even fleeting pleasures, all can become tools the darkness uses to pull you from my light. It does not come as roaring, but often as the faintest whisper, a persistent breeze saying, "You are not good enough. You are unworthy." That promise is not for you. Without discernment, these lies take root, withering your faith and stealing your spirit's innocence. But my child, I have not left you alone. I know your trials, moments your mind feels lost, heart weary, hope clouded by doubt. I understand every heavy breath and slow step as you strive to stand firm. Because I know I placed within you a treasure greater than evil, the Spirit of truth who never falls silent or loses you in this noisy world. There will be times you ask, "How do I hear your voice amid my own heart's noise?" I say, if you pause in stillness, listen with your heart, not just your mind, you will discover I have always spoken to you through tender sunlight, through loving eyes, through sacred longings, stirring even when you don't understand. Do not dismiss these quiet signs. In the unnoticed things, I sow the seeds of eternal life. My Spirit comforts when you are exhausted and guides like a flame. He awakens you from complacency, calls you back when tempted to stray, sounds alarm when you follow worn paths, the gatekeeper of your heart, helping you discern truth from falsehood, light from disguised darkness. When you allow my Spirit to move freely, you receive strength not from human striving, but deep surrender of your soul to me. My child, do not let the world's noise drown my voice. Do not let life's hurry pull you from the present, the sacred space where I dwell, waiting patiently to speak. Remember, I reside not in past or future, but in the eternal now, where your breath flows, your heart beats, and your soul seeks meaning. Here I extend my hand, call your name, invite you deeper into Holy Communion. You will find clarity as confusion fades, not because circumstances vanish, but because you see them through eyes illuminated by my spirit. Lies that bound you will fall away like decayed shells. Truth unveils all and sets the soul free. You will no longer be swayed by fleeting feelings or public opinion, because I will be your anchor in life's storms. Even in small acts, cleaning, shopping, cooking, caring, you will find me when done with reverence and awareness of my presence. Your life becomes a living hymn, a song without melody, born from the quiet truth of a soul belonging to me. My child, never underestimate focus's sacred importance in your spiritual journey. The enemy will relentlessly distract you, stirring false urgencies, anxieties, pulling you into exhausting cycles of comparison, performance, pressure. But you were created for worship, to abide in my presence, to carry my light wherever you go. I call you back to simple faith, a place where even faint prayers stir heaven, where a single breath invoking my name sends darkness fleeing. I do not demand perfection, I invite truth. I do not wait for you to be worthy. I make you worthy through unconditional love. Each time you return to me, you rebuild what deception and doubt stole. So do not fear, my beloved, though shadows linger, busyness surrounds, and worldly voices grow loud. My voice echoes, gentle yet unwavering, from the one who loved you before you knew love. Let your heart be cleansed, your mind renewed, your spirit awakened, and your soul anchored in my spirit's leading. For in the end, this world does not define your worth. I do. I chose you, called you, and wait to see you live out the noble identity I destined for you. In every trial, distraction, and deceptive voice, never forget, you do not walk alone. I, the Eternal One, am beside you every moment. That truth alone holds you steady until the end. My precious child, never underestimate the weight of each choice in this sacred resurrection season. Every small decision carries spiritual influence, rippling beyond time, touching eternity beyond what the natural eye sees. Your quiet actions, gentle words replacing anger, endurance when giving up seemed easier, moments trusting me instead of despair, all transcend the moment and touch the eternal. When you forgive, especially when hurting and hearing, that person doesn't deserve forgiveness. In that moment, you perform a mighty spiritual act. Forgiveness doesn't erase justice, but opens healing's door. It declares bitterness will not reign over your soul. Forgiveness is the soul's bravest act of growing in my love. Each choice invites my peace to rule where resentment once dwelled. When you choose to love, not just the easy, but those who hurt you, the world deems unworthy. You reflect my heart vividly. Such love is no mere human response, but my spirit's work flowing through you. It is unconditional love, transcending emotion and logic, like the love I gave when humanity turned away. Only that love melts cold hatred, tears down barriers, and makes way for new life. Do not hesitate to pause in life's rush to lift your eyes and whisper gratitude. Do not think only grand miracles deserve thanks. I see every gentle nod when you spot a flicker of light in a dark day. I count every grateful breath you whisper, recalling I never left you in storms. Each gratitude choice enlarges your heart, making it ready to receive more grace I long to pour. A grateful heart unlocks my treasury, where even unasked blessings come because you trust my unchanging goodness. My beloved, in every daily choice, no matter how small or unseen, you write your spiritual story. Choosing my light lays foundational stones for a life built on unshakable rock. Each obedient step deepens communion with me. Here's the wonder. The closer you walk with me, the less distractions, temptations, lies sway you from your divine purpose. Your enemy, unable to destroy what I've sown directly, will try to distract. It whispers, "This doesn't matter." No one notices. Living right changes nothing. That is its silent, poisonous tactic. It knows if it makes you undervalue small choices, you'll grow lax in guarding your heart. But I've come to break those chains and open your eyes to the power of every obedient act. Remember, nothing done in my name is ever wasted, be it a comforting smile, a whispered prayer, or patience offered when tested. All is seen and remembered by me. Nothing done out of love, faith, or gratitude is wasted. Each act is a seed sown in spirit soil, bearing fruit in time, seen or unseen. When you live with that awareness, life is no longer meaningless. You won't fall easily into complaints or weariness because you know every step, word, sacrifice touches my heart. I delight in a faithful heart, not loud or flashy, but steadfast and sincere. Such a heart is fertile ground for me to work wonders, not only for you but through you for others. My child, I call you to spiritual alertness this resurrection season. This is not mere history. It's a sacred moment to renew faith, restore covenant with me, and walk passionately like never before. Do not delay or say much remains unfinished. It is in your weakness that I will be your strength. In your simple heart, I will do great things. Walk confidently. Fear not challenges. Think not your actions too small. For in my name, heaven's power connects to each step. From there, a new life unfolds, not shaken by circumstances, but anchored in my unchanging love. Remember, every choice declares either walking in my light or letting distractions pull you from my path. I believe a sacred calling echoes in you, a call to life, obedience, and love that rises above limits. Answer that call, and your life will transform, becoming a beacon to those still in darkness. They will see the way to life, and you will be walking it. My beloved, this Easter is not just remembrance. It's a divine invitation, a quiet, profound call awakening you from what is old, worn, and heavy in your heart. This moment is unique. In this sacred hour, I, the one risen from the dead, stretch out my arms to restore you to the fullness of glory you were created to walk in. This Easter, I come not just to comfort losses, but to restore what you thought hopeless, the buried dreams, the unspoken promises, the broken relationships, and the cold corners of your soul dulled by pain. I have come to touch it all, to breathe new life into it. My resurrection life is not just a symbol, it is the living power working in you. If you open your heart to receive, I have not come to judge your failures, weaknesses, or mistakes. I come to lift you from ashes, soothe your trampled heart, wash away every stain of sin with my precious blood. You have walked through dark seasons, days when light seemed absent from your deepest soul shadows. But today I declare, you are no longer bound by darkness. The light of eternal life flows from my unchanging love for you. This is a holy moment to lay down past burdens, patterns that led you away from me, habits that drew you to desolation, voices dragging your heart into shame. My beloved, stop clinging to what is dead. Stop holding wounds as if they define you. You are not made for a hardened soul, frozen heart, or clouded eyes. You were made to live truly. In freedom, truth, and joy, the world cannot take away. Behold, I prepare a new path, not paved by human conditions, but cleared by my unconditional forgiveness. This is the time to rise, shake off dust of past disappointments, and step into the new life I call you into. This life begins not with grandeur, but a surrendered heart saying, Lord, I am ready. When you leave old ways, it's liberation, not loss. I never take without giving better. When you release what bound you, sin, toxic ties, despair, you create space for me to pour abundant life, deep peace, and a greater purpose than you imagined. You are called to my light, not a blinding light, but a gentle one, reaching every fear, every broken piece, bringing full healing. In this light, no need to hide or perform. You are free to be your true self, honest, unburdened, hopeful. From there, I begin a new journey, a continual transformation. My child, do not see resurrection as only historical. Let it be a living reality today. Resurrection is proof of my victory over death and a declaration that what died in you can live, what broke can be restored, and what was stolen repaid many times if you walk in faith and love. More, this Easter invites you to renew your covenant with me, to offer your heart again, not just to believe, but to live fully in love, service, and the divine calling I etched in your soul from the beginning. I call you not just for yourself, but to bear my love to the world. This love is not always easy, but is the path to true life. To love those who do not return it, serve unnoticed, intercede when spent. These are never meaningless. In my eyes, you walk in glory of sacrifice and faithfulness, virtues heaven treasures most. My dear one, never believe it is too late. No one is beyond saving. No wound too deep to heal. When you return to me, even a step, I run to embrace you with arms that never abandon. From that moment, true resurrection begins, not just in mind, but in every breath, dream, and daily act. So take hold of this moment. Do not delay. This Easter is not only about my resurrection, but yours. You are raised from sorrow, barrenness, weariness. Rise with tender heart, passionate spirit, hopeful eyes, ready to be a vessel through which my love flows. You are not alone. I will walk with you, teach you forgiveness, love, healing, and truth. I will remind you, weakness is not failure, but where my power is perfected. I will be there every morning, light, long night, every moment you need me. Never weary in love. Rise, my beloved. This is the season to come alive again, the season to begin anew, the season to return to your truest self in me. As you walk this new life, former things fade, making room for a future I prepared, filled with hope, glory, and unshakable purpose. My beloved, as you walk in Easter's light, as your soul softens under my gentle touch, know this. I am not only renewing your heart, restoring what was lost, rebuilding your spirit, I am also expanding your relationships. These connections are divinely orchestrated. I am not just giving you new life within. I am sending people, handpicked messengers bearing love, healing, and joy from heaven. Do not limit life to the familiar or understandable, for I move beyond your expectations and former thought patterns. Those I bring may not look as imagined or fit your ideal. Some arrive softly like morning breeze, yet bring needed encouragement. When you feel like collapsing, they speak more than comfort. Their presence rekindles hope in your weary soul. I send them to remind you that you are not alone, that I am with you through compassionate hands and understanding hearts. Others come not to soothe but to stir, to awaken dormant spirit parts. They may not agree with you or may challenge you, sent to push you beyond comfort zones you settled in too long. They act as mirrors, reflecting truths you'd rather avoid, calling forth potentials even you have yet to see. Do not reject them for their differences. Through them, I shape your faith and expand your heart to love deeper, more mature, less self-centered. Understand this. No relationship is accidental. When under my guidance, every encounter, brief or lasting, peaceful or challenging, holds divine purpose. In each person, I hide something you need: wisdom, empathy, or an act of love. Learn to see beyond appearances, to hear my whisper through them. Sometimes you'll be wounded and want to retreat into isolation. But my beloved, love is not control or hiding. The love I desire for you is one daring, true connection, even facing vulnerability. Friction isn't always error. Sometimes it's refining, a divine shaping, allowing you to reflect my light fully. When you receive those I send, you enter deeper blessing. I did not create you to live alone, but to grow in a loving community where you give and receive. Do not hoard love or let fear cause your heart to shut. When you share my love, you lose nothing. Love flows through you abundantly, like a spring surging when channels are open. Some relationships journey with you a lifetime, others for a season. Long or short, each can be a vessel of my love, humility, and spiritual experience. Treasure those I bring. They may answer prayers whispered in tears, even if not obvious now. And do not be surprised if I send you as an answer to others' prayers. When you show kindness, listen deeply, stay in silence with someone's pain, you do heaven's work. This season is not only restoration for you, but a time I use you to bring healing. A sacred honor, never to take lightly. Keep your heart open to surprises I bring through those who seem ordinary. I weave a blessing tapestry around you, a holy community not built on perfection, but on forgiveness, trust, and unconditional love. In that place you will see you do not walk faith's path alone. There you will find hands to hold through hard days. There you will learn this truth. I work not only in you, but through those beside you for my glory. So, my child, do not close your heart. Let me lead you into new connections. Pray for spiritual eyes to open so you perceive the sacred in the simple and know whoever I bring, silent or joyful, encouraging or challenging, they serve the miraculous resurrection of your life. I call you deeper into faith's journey, not shallow belief based on feelings or circumstances, but faith solid as rock, forged in hardship, purified in trials, radiant in darkness. I invite you not only to believe in me, but to live in full trust, releasing burdens, doubts, and unresolved endings, surrendering all to my loving hands. Do not limit faith to reason or sight. Do not withdraw trust for lack of visible results. I act not on your timeline, but on heaven's perfect timing. True faith is an absence of fear, but choosing to move forward though fear remains. It is bold steps into the unknown, head lifted, declaring, Lord, I believe the spiritual heavens stir, and doors no one else can open. Tremble at my command. Are you burdened by things too heavy to lay down? Do silent worries weigh your soul? Unspoken words, wounds, future fears, family concerns, unrealized dreams? Do not carry them alone. I did not make you to struggle in darkness. Come to my feet. Bring all honestly. I do not condemn weaknesses or turn from weariness. I wait to embrace you, lift burdens, and pour peace that surpasses all understanding. If you hold dreams once watered with tears, sparked with hope but dimmed by failure or hardship, hear me now. Bring those dreams back to me. Do not fear rejection or think you wasted time. I never tire of renewing, restoring, making new. I am giver and fulfiller of dreams, in harmony with my sacred purpose for you. I rejoice not just when you pray, but when you trust me again, to believe I can bring your best. I am your loving Father, heart wider than seas, eyes ever fixed on you. If something in you beats with me, a dream of love, service, passion for truth, it was I who planted that seed and will water it till it blossoms. You may not see change yet. Prayers may seem unanswered, but when you call my name, heaven moves. No whisper is forgotten, no tear lost. I work even when eyes don't see, ears don't hear, circumstances remain. I shift things behind scenes, rearranging beyond your grasp, preparing your path to walk in right time, place, and way ordained before time began. Do not pressure yourself to understand all. Do not doubt my love because of delays. My timing holds wisdom far beyond yours. I see the full picture, you glimpse only pieces. I know what keeps you safe, what harms if too soon, and what blesses in appointed time. Let faith rest not on visible proof but on my nature. I am faithful, kind, never breaking promises. If you grasp my delays are love's acts, preparing better than asked, your heart finds peace, waiting in holy expectation where faith refines, gratitude deepens, and hope anchors your soul. This Easter is not just a reminder I have risen. It declares my resurrection power still works. It did not only raise a body long ago. Today, it revives withered parts, restores broken things, draws you closer to the beautiful plan made before your formation. So take heart, my beloved. Dare to believe bigger. Do not withhold faith from fear of disappointment. Do not shrink back from dreams wounded. I am not changed by your past or limited by your frailty. I wait for one thing, a heart trusting me fully, in storms or stillness. When you do, you will see my hand working quietly but powerfully along a loving path no one can block. Remember, nothing is too small to offer me, nothing too great for me. I created the universe, yet know every heartbeat's rhythm. I move mountains, part seas, yet bend low to hear the faintest whisper of a broken soul. I hold all time, and in my love there is no delay, only perfect preparation for what is truly good. Open your heart wide. Walk forward with unshakable trust. In every heartbeat of this Easter, I call you to rise. I invite you to believe again, with greater strength, deeper conviction, despite everything, boldly. Then you will see what I prepare will astonish, move you to gratitude, bring you to worship. You will know without doubt I am always the one bringing all good to fullness at the right time, in the right way, with unchanging love from eternity past. My precious child, in this sacred Easter current, where life triumphs over death, light conquers darkness, hope rises from ashes, I want you to know I have placed a special blessing on your home, a blessing unseen but felt by a listening heart and a soul sensitive to my holy presence. I work in your heart and extend my loving hand over every family member, every room, every corner where love grows. Prayers rise with tears, silent faith, and steadfast perseverance. This Easter, I come not only to resurrect what died in you, but to renew, heal, and restore the spiritual atmosphere in your home. My breath flows through every loving conversation, every simple care shared, even if distance, circumstance, or past brokenness separate you. I am fully present among you, binding hearts with heaven's love no power can sever. Remember those quiet nights when you whispered prayers, times you knelt with broken heart, watching your family through crisis, fracture, need, or misunderstanding. I was there. I heard and remembered every sob, plea, prayer for reconciliation, protection, miracles in finances, health, faith. My child, I missed no word. This season, I begin to unveil answers to long-awaited prayers. You may not see the whole yet. Changes might seem small, fragile, like a gentle breeze. But look with faith's eyes and you will perceive I have begun to move. A sudden call from a distant loved one, a family meal warmer than usual, a smile dissolving long-held tension, a new opportunity for someone you prayed for, a sincere apology. These are no coincidences. They are clear signs I am restoring unity step by step, bringing light and healing to shadows. My beloved, do not let doubt seed in your heart just because the miracle isn't immediate. The enemy whispers, "Nothing changed. Prayer is useless." But stay watchful, steadfast. The enemy trembles when you hold my promises and will try to steal your joy, especially this sacred rejoicing season. But don't let it win. Keep heart tender, mind focused. See not only with natural eyes but with faith. Cling to my timing. It is perfect. Know your family is within my reach. No matter complexity, distance, or division, my love reconnects the broken. I plant seeds of unity in every heart. They may not sprout overnight, but with faith, patience, and love, the harvest will come sooner than you expect. Never forget, you are part of the miracle in your family. You are not just the one who prays, but the sower of peace, spark of love, preserver of your home's spiritual atmosphere. A kind word, forgiveness, patience when misunderstood, all acts of trust in me. Through them, I pour blessings over your household. Use this season to renew family connections, not just because it's good, but because it reflects my love. If you need to forgive, forgive. If you need to love, do not delay. If a relationship is broken, Do not wait for the other to start. You begin, because I began with you while you were distant. I chose to love you first. If you feel you've tried but see no change, don't give up. I still work even when unseen. Keep praying for loved ones. Speak blessings daily. Praise me before breakthroughs. For mature faith believes first, then sees. Easter is not only new life, but a time for families to heal, be reborn in love, and reestablish on truth and light. I call you to be your household's gatekeeper, prayer guardian, hope sower, courageous soul saying no to division, bitterness, hurt. My beloved, I carry out sacred work in your home. Open your heart wide to receive my work. Let the light of gratitude shine through every room of your soul, even when nothing extraordinary seems to be unfolding. Offer me your worship in the small things, for they are the foundation upon which greater things are built. And never forget this: I have not overlooked anything you have prayed for in my name. Every whispered longing of your heart has been written upon mine. At the time I have appointed, my blessings will pour over your household like the early rains, reviving every heart and renewing the love that has been worn down by time and trial. Do not stop hoping, my child. Do not stop believing. This Easter season, I am not only breathing life into what once seemed dead within you, I am also awakening what has long remained silent within your family. For I am the God of restoration, the God of healing, and the God of unexpected miracles. I am covering your home even now with an unfailing love that cannot be shaken. My precious one, along this journey of faith, there will be moments when the sky above you grows dark and clouds of doubt gather, making it difficult to see the way forward. In those times, I see the tremble in your heart and I hear the quiet questions rising within you. Questions like, are you still there, Lord? Are your promises real? Am I still walking the right path? But in those very moments of uncertainty, I am calling you to remember and speak what I have already declared to you, not only with your lips, but with a heart that holds fast to the truth that my word remains unshaken, no matter how turbulent your surroundings may become. When doubt rises like a fierce wave, do not allow it to take root within your soul. Stand up and use my word as your weapon, sharp, sure, and mighty. Speak my promises with confidence. Declare eternal truths with boldness, that you are chosen, that you are never forsaken, that you are loved with a love that is unconditional and everlasting. When you speak these truths, you are building a spiritual defense, a stronghold that stands against the lies that try to steal into your heart. And when fear attempts to creep into your mind like a shadow invading hidden corners, do not give it a place to stay. Fear is a silent thief. It comes to steal your courage, suppress your joy, and make you question your worth. But remember this: never have I given you a spirit of fear, panic, or retreat. Those things do not come from me. What I have placed inside you is the power to overcome, the love that covers all things, and the discernment to know what is true, what is false, what is from me, and what must be cast away. You are not defined by passing emotions, but by the eternal identity I have written into your being. Every time fear knocks at the door of your heart, respond not with the reaction of the flesh, but with the steadfastness of the Spirit. Remember the times I carried you through trouble. Call to mind the quiet victories you experienced by trusting in me. Tell yourself again and again of the moments when I made a way where there seemed to be none. These sacred memories will become the stones with which you build an altar of faith, an altar that will stand not only today, but every day to come. And my child, when unseen forces try to pull you away from the path I have marked out for you, when the noise of the world becomes deafening, when meaningless busyness lures you away from the place of stillness, It is then that you must come running back to me. Do not wait until your soul is drained and weary. Do not allow the distance to grow so wide that returning feels unreachable. Come back to me moment by moment, heartbeat by heartbeat, breath by breath. Enter my presence with a simple prayer, with honest worship. Not polished, not perfect, but real. Bring me a heart that is willing and a spirit that longs for me, and I will meet you there, closer than your very breath. In my presence, you will find no criticism nor rejection. You will not encounter judging eyes or words of reproach. Instead, you will find a love that embraces you even in your weakness, a peace so deep it surpasses all understanding. It is in this sacred place that the invisible chains which once bound you will begin to fall away. It is here that the wounds of your heart will begin to heal. It is the place where the noise, both around you and within you, will be hushed, making room for the gentle whisper of my voice. I am still here. Do not be afraid. Prayer is not merely something you do in times of need. It is the breath of your soul. Worship is not confined to music or song. It is a posture of the heart, a way of life surrendered to my greatness and goodness. When you live from this spirit, distractions will no longer so easily pull you away. When your heart is anchored in me, the waves of life will be nothing more than ripples before the one who holds the oceans in his hands. Learn to be still before me, even amidst the noise of the world. Pause and listen, not only with your ears but with your faith. Let the very silence of my presence become medicine to your weary soul. I will speak to you, not always through signs and wonders, but through a mysterious peace, a restful night's sleep, a quiet thought that slips gently into your heart, or a subtle change in the way you see a loved one. These may seem like small things, but they are the deepest of miracles, for they transform you from within. And as you grow stronger, as your faith matures, as you come to know that you are covered by an unshakable love, you yourself will become a place of refuge for others. You will be the one who prays for the wandering, the one who carries a light to guide those walking through the night. And through your faithful steps, others will come to see me. You will no longer be the one always in need of help, but the one sent forth to heal, to encourage, to bring truth. But it all begins with one thing: returning to me. Every day, every hour, every time doubt arises, every time fear whispers, every time distraction knocks. Choose to come back, not to pull away. Choose worship over complaint. Choose to declare truth instead of listening to lies. And I, the faithful one, will not let you fall without lifting you up. I will raise you, wipe your tears, and continue walking beside you, step by step. So do not be afraid, my beloved. When trials come, do not lose heart. When you feel you are not strong enough, true strength is not in never feeling weary, but in knowing where to return when you are. I am that place, the resting ground for your soul, the restoration of your faith, the rekindling of your courage, like a holy flame that never burns out. And in that place, nothing can touch you, for you are in me, and I am in you. Keep lifting your voice, keep standing firm, keep worshiping, even when you feel nothing, for it is in those seemingly empty moments that true faith is forged. And from there I will do wonders, not only within you but through you for the world around you. You are mine, and no power can change that. Rest in that truth and let it lift you each day, for I am your Lord, and I do not change. My beloved, as you enter into this sacred season, a time covered with resurrection and victorious light, I invite you to soften your heart, to open your soul like a doorway welcoming the dawn, ready to receive the miracle that is coming. This is not merely a seasonal ritual in the liturgical calendar, nor is it a festival commemorating a past event. No, my child, this Easter carries within it a divine transformation, one that I myself have begun in your life. and it is now beginning to blossom in the most ordinary of places. Prepare your heart as fertile ground, ready to receive the seeds of truth. Do not rush through the seemingly insignificant moments of the day, for it is often in those quiet, unnoticed seconds that I draw near to you. When you sit in stillness in the early morning, when the breeze rustles gently through the leaves, when a sudden laugh echoes through your home, these are not random occurrences. They are tender greetings from heaven, subtle whispers reminding you that I am still here. I am not only with you when you pray with tears or worship with all your heart. I am also with you in the simplest of things, in places where you least expect but need me the most. Seek me not merely with your lips, but with the deep longing that rises from within your soul. Do not wait for the perfect moment or for everything to be in order before pursuing my presence. It is in the brokenness, in the imperfect days, in the hours of loneliness and disorientation that you will find me most clearly. For I am not the God who hides in unreachable brilliance, demanding that you search endlessly. I am the one who draws near to humble, broken, and sincere hearts. My beloved, this season is unlike any you have known before. I am not repeating the past, nor am I working in ways you have grown accustomed to. I am doing something completely new, a profound, quiet, yet powerful work, right in the areas you believed could never be changed. You may not see it with your natural eyes yet, but let your faith be your light. What I am doing within you is true rebirth, not just a renewal of your mind, but a transformation of your direction, your way of living, your way of loving, and even the way you see yourself in the light of my truth. Do not compare this Easter season to the years that have passed. Do not measure my presence by fleeting emotions. Every season you walk through with me carries its own sacred meaning. And in this season, I am unveiling a fresh beginning for you. You may feel a stirring within, a subtle urging, a quiet longing, a spark of hope with no clear explanation. Do not disregard these silent movements, for they are signs that my spirit is at work inside you, shifting the winds to guide the sail of your life into a new journey. Trust in me, even when you don't yet see where the path leads. True faith is not about having a clear view of the destination, but about choosing to take my hand and walk forward with trust. I do not call you to understand everything. I call you to cling to me as a child holds fast to a father's hand in the night. You do not have to find your own way, nor do you need to create your own path. I am the way. And if you walk with me step by step in obedience, soon you will witness what you once thought belonged only in dreams. For I am the one who does exceedingly more than all you could ask or imagine. My child, keep your heart anchored in holy expectation, not expectation in people, chance, or your own strength, but in me, the one who never breaks a promise. The prayers you have whispered in secret, the tears you've cried in loneliness, the desires you've hidden in the deepest corners of your heart, I have seen them all. Nothing within you escapes my notice. And now, in this Easter season, I will begin to open doors once shut, expand spaces once constricted, and rekindle what seemed to have faded away. What I am doing may not be loud or flashy, but it carries eternal weight. I do not merely wish to change your external circumstances. I desire to rebuild the foundation within you. For once your heart is firmly established in me, no storm from the outside will be able to shake you. I did not create you for a fleeting existence. I formed you to live in power, in light, and in the deep fulfillment that comes from intimate communion with me. So then, my beloved child, pause each day and ask, Lord, what do you desire to do in me today? Let your heart be open, sensitive to even the smallest prompting of my Holy Spirit. Perhaps I will lead you to do something that seems simple, like forgiving someone, offering a word of encouragement, or choosing silence instead of reacting. Yet it is in those seemingly small steps that a great journey is being formed. Do not worry if you feel unprepared. I do not wait for you to be perfect before I begin my work. I begin right where you are, with your truest self, your uncertainties, your hesitations, your wounds, and even your unfulfilled dreams. All I ask is that you take one step forward, that you say, "Lord, I believe," and the rest, leave that to me. And when you believe, when you surrender, you will begin to see my glory revealed, not in the way you imagined, but in a way that will leave your soul in awe. That glory may come through a peace that defies understanding. It may appear in the transformation of your own heart. It may shine through the way others begin to see me through your life. However it comes, you will know it was I who did it. My child, this is your season, a season to rise, a season to come alive again, a season to believe more deeply, a season to witness my hand move as never before. Step into this resurrection season with a prepared heart, with wide open eyes, and with a mind firmly fixed on me. For what I am doing is good, perfect, and beautiful for your soul. And I will not stop until everything within you fully reflects the glory of the one who rose, who lives, and who forever dwells in you. Pause now. Stop all that distracts you, and incline your heart to hear me in this sacred moment. Do not rush. Do not let your mind chase after restless things. For the words I speak to you are not fleeting sounds, nor are they trivial matters easily forgotten. No, my child, every word I utter is eternal truth, the very breath of life from the throne above, carrying the weight of heaven and the power of the eternal realm. These are words that bring life, bring light, and carry an undeniable purpose. It may be that in this moment you do not fully understand what I am saying. Perhaps your heart is filled with questions. Why now? Why is this word being given when I feel so unready? But my child, know this. I do not wait for your understanding to speak. I speak to lead you into understanding. I do not shape my words to match your emotions, but to guide your spirit into maturity and deeper truth. My words are not meant for you to merely analyze with your mind, but to learn to trust, to hold on to, and to let them take root deep within you, like a divine seed awaiting its appointed time to bloom. Every word I speak is a seed from heaven, carefully chosen, released at the perfect moment, and always carrying a specific purpose. These seeds never fall into your soul by accident or without meaning. They are planted in the deep places of your heart, even in those dry and weary places you may not yet recognize. And then, when the time is right, when your heart is watered with faith, with patience, and with my presence, those seeds will sprout, rise up, and bear spiritual fruit, the fruit of peace, endurance, clarity, and unity with my will. Even when you do not yet see clearly, even when you feel nothing stirring within, my word is still at work. It is alive, it is active, and it is reshaping the very structures of your spirit that were once wounded, suffocated, or long dead. I am the one who never speaks in vain. No word that proceeds from my mouth returns empty. Every word I release, whether resounding like thunder or whispering in silence, is moving beneath the surface like a fire deep within the earth, preparing for an eruption of new life at the precise moment I have appointed. You may not see the results right now. The promises I have spoken over you may seem delayed. But my child, do not let the silence make you doubt. Silence is not absence, and delay does not mean you have been forgotten. I am the one who orchestrates all things according to perfect timing. Never too early, never too late. If only you could perceive what I am aligning, if only you could see the layers upon layers of my plans for you, you would fall to your knees in awe. But I do not require you to understand it all. I only ask you to believe, to hold fast to my word as a precious seed, as a light in the darkness, as a hope in the lonely desert. Beloved, know this. The words I speak are not just powerful in the moment. They are living waters that nourish your entire journey. Some words will crash like thunder, shaking you instantly. Others will come as a gentle breeze, seeming to vanish, yet slowly soaking into the soil of your spirit, feeding things unseen. But if you pause, grow still, and listen with your spiritual ears, you will sense that every word, every detail carries a rhythm, a delicate orchestration that could only come from one who loves you deeply and knows each of your steps more intimately than you know yourself. There are times when I speak softly, like a breeze that slips through your thoughts, bringing comfort and assurance. But there are also times when my voice rings out like a bell of awakening, shaking you free from the worn path of familiarity and ease. In those moments, your heart may not feel at peace. You may feel challenged, confronted, even offended within, because my word cuts through what you've clung to, your private desires or beliefs you've mistaken for truth. Oh, my child, I do not discipline you to wound you. I do not rebuke you to shame or reject you. On the contrary, it is precisely because I love you so deeply that I cannot let you continue walking in darkness, even if you do not yet see it as darkness. I am your Father, a Father who always acts for your life and blessing, never for condemnation or heartless punishment. When I correct you, when I call you back from a misguided path, that is when I am expressing the deepest kind of love, a divine Father's love for his child. Every rebuke from me, no matter how firm, is always wrapped in grace. There is no correction I give that does not come with hope. There is no redirection that fails to lead toward something better. When I close one door, I always open another, broader, brighter, even if your eyes cannot yet perceive it in that moment. Do not view my correction as punishment. See it as an invitation to step into a life that is fuller, freer, and closer to me than ever before. But my child, if your heart becomes hardened, if you refuse to listen simply because what I say does not align with what you want, then you will miss the precious things that are waiting for you. Each time you resist my correction, you step further away from the safety I have prepared for you. A tender heart, one that repents and humbly listens, is fertile soil where I can sow wonders. But a closed heart that rejects the light only imprisons itself in a desert of loneliness and confusion. You may say, Lord, I want to hear your voice. Yet when my voice comes in an unexpected form, through correction, through counsel from others, through uncomfortable circumstances, you turn away and shut your heart. But remember this, I am not confined to form. I can use anything, a stranger, a loved one, a sermon, even a profound silence to reach you. And if you truly long to hear me, you will learn to recognize me even when I come through unexpected and difficult channels. My beloved, learn to treasure correction as a sacred gift. For those I love, I take the time to shape and refine souls. I no longer correct those who have turned away from the light and will no longer listen. But you are different. You are still being called by me, still being taught and warned. And that means you are still within my loving embrace, still under the tender care of a Father full of mercy. When your heart feels troubled by my rebuke, do not let that pain create distance. Instead, come closer and say to me, Father, if your words bring me pain, then heal me with your love. If you expose what is wrong in me, then give me strength to change. And you will see, in that obedience, I will refresh your soul with the rain of my grace. I will lift you up, wipe your tears, and take your hand to walk with you on the right path. Know this, my child, you are not alone in this journey of refinement. No one matures without being taught. Even my only son, the perfect one, learned obedience through what he suffered. And if you are to inherit glory, You will surely walk the path of shaping, of correction, of being trained to discern what is good and what does not please me. And one day, when you look back, you will see the words that once wounded you were the very words that saved you from destruction. The things I asked you to surrender were the very chains that had once held you in bondage without your knowing. The adjustments that seemed so small were, in fact, the turns that led you into an entirely new season, a season of blessing, of freedom, and of abundance. So, my child, do not resist discipline. Do not harden your heart when I speak. Receive it with reverence and gratitude, for I never correct to wound, but always to lead you into abundant life. I am your Father, the one who loves you not because you are perfect, but because you belong to me. And that love will never give up on you. It will continue to shape, teach, and correct you until you are made complete in my light and truth. So be tender, my child. Receive every word I speak, whether gentle or firm, with the heart of one who fully trusts their Father. For every word, every sign, every correction is a deep expression of an unshakable love, and it is the path by which you will learn to live truly, rightly, and wholly, as I have destined you to from the very beginning. Now offer me this prayer. Lord, the one who reigns above time and space, I bow and worship before you. In this sacred season, your resurrection is not just a historical event. It is the living stream of life flowing into my heart today. You did not allow death to have the final word, and you will not allow darkness to reign in my soul. You are the eternal light, the life that does not fade, the unfailing hope. I praise you because you did not choose the perfect, but revealed your glory through the broken. You did not only rise again, you called forth every dead thing in me to rise with you. I exalt you, the one who called my name in the night, who awakened life in the dry places of my heart, who breathed new winds into the places I thought held no beginning. I glorify you, Lord of the resurrection, who lives in me. Lord, in the midst of this holy transition, may my heart become good soil, ready to receive your word without it being stolen by worry or distraction. Teach me to slow down so I can recognize each moment when you gently draw near. Soften my heart so it will not close itself to the sacred, just because life feels too full. I do not want to pass through this Easter season as one who walks past a miracle without knowing it. I want to see you clearly, vividly, and more deeply than ever before. Lord, many times I have doubted when promises remained unfulfilled, when prayers seemed unanswered. But today, I ask you for a new kind of faith, a faith not rooted in feelings or circumstances, but grounded in your faithful nature. I know that every word you have spoken will not return void. Help me to hold on to every word as if it were my very breath. Even when my eyes have not yet seen, I choose to believe. Even when my ears have not yet heard, I still hope, for you are faithful and my faith belongs to you. Lord, open my spiritual eyes to recognize those you have sent into my life this season. Help me not to miss the angels in disguise, those who appear in ordinary forms. Do not let me close my heart to the one sent to awaken and shape me. Grant me humility to learn, gentleness to listen, and love to receive. And may I also become one you can send, a timely word of comfort, a simple act of kindness filled with your love, a voice from heaven for a soul that is weary. Lord, cover the roof of my home with the shadow of your loving arm. Sanctify every room, every meal, every conversation. Heal misunderstandings, restore broken relationships, and pour forgiveness like fresh water over weary hearts. I pray for your presence to be among us, whether near or far, seen or unseen. Turn the house I live in into a place of worship, a dwelling of peace, a home where love never runs dry. Lord, in the midst of countless noises, please teach me how to be silent. Help me learn the art of stillness, not out of despair, but out of a deep longing to hear your voice. Grant me spiritual ears to discern your whisper, even in the gentle breeze when the world shouts. Please keep my heart anchored in your tender peace. I do not want to live without hearing you. I do not want to make decisions without the guidance of your Spirit. Let me live in the holy frequency where every breath aligns with your will. Lord, breathe new life into the dreams I once abandoned. Awaken the visions that have been buried, whether by fear, by pain, or by disappointment. I surrender to you all that I once believed in, all that I once cherished, all that once burned within me but has since grown cold. Please restore, renew, and revive. Help me to believe again, not through striving, but through a faith fully placed in you, the one who never abandons the work you have begun. Lord, I thank you because you have never left me, even when I turned away. Thank you for being present, not only in my moments of worship, but in the small, ordinary moments of my daily life. Thank you for drawing near, not only when I get it right, but even when I fall. You are always gentle, always faithful, always loving, and that is what makes me want to be made new, not out of fear of rejection, but because I have tasted the beauty of true, unconditional love. My beloved child, as this sacred message settles in your heart, remember, the same power that spoke resurrection into my son's tomb now breathes new life into your very soul. Every promise I have carved into your destiny is stirring to fulfillment, and I am not finished with you yet. If today's encounter moved you, do not let it be the last time you gather here. Return to this place, this channel where heaven's whispers become your daily bread. Subscribe now and tap the bell so you never miss the fresh word I send each week. Like this video to release a river of grace over every watching heart. Comment below how my spirit stirred within you today. Your testimony will ignite faith in others. Share this message with someone who desperately needs to know they are not forgotten, that my resurrection power is real. Come back often, for I have more life-changing encounters prepared just for you. Soon, in our next gathering, I will speak directly to the places you thought were beyond repair, lighting your path with hope no darkness can overcome. Until then, go in peace, walk in faith, and know, I see you, I love you, and I will never leave you. Amen.